Big Tech's crackdown on speech on social media continues with a new suspension today. Earlier, I talked to you about the temporary suspension of Donald Trump's account and the removal of several of his tweets, along with removal of his posts on Facebook. Now that continues with the removal of an avid Trump supporter, infamous attorney Lin Wood, who has made himself into a central and enigmatic figure in the post-election fight for Donald Trump by filing several lawsuits on behalf of Donald Trump, by aligning himself with Sidney Powell and attaching to the Kraken lawsuits that have been filed in several jurisdictions. And also by being outspoken on social media with unfiltered and often controversial or shocking statements that people either agree with wholeheartedly or find rather objectionable. He is a polarizing figure. But being polarizing doesn't mean you should be removed in your ability to speak. But that is what happened here. As reported, first I've seen by Will Chamberlain, Lin Wood and his legal fund Fight Back Law have been permanently suspended from Twitter. And I will show you those two suspensions right now. There's Lin Wood and Fight Back Law. These are not temporary bans. They are what Twitter would consider a permanent suspension, only removable upon appeal to Twitter itself. And they are unlikely, in my opinion, to remove those suspensions. Now, Lin Wood is still available on Parler. You can find him at Lin Wood, and I encourage you, whether you follow Lin Wood or not, what I encourage you to do is to find alternatives to social media, because the crackdown is not limited to Twitter. It is hitting YouTube as well. YouTube reported today that in the wake of the January 6th riot and storming of the Capitol building, that YouTube will be issuing community guideline strikes for anything they deem to be false information. So channels that you follow may be receiving strikes in the near future. Be aware of that. Find out if they have backups. Also, be cautious in your comments, as YouTube very likely will be issuing guideline strikes for comments in comment sections as well. That being said, tell me what you think. Should Lin Wood be suspended? There is an actual guy here, Neil Dar, who I have no affiliation with or knowledge of prior to this, who compiled the last 4 tweets from the Fight Back Law page. I'll review them here I won't read them aloud. I'll let you read them on the screen. I'll put each one up for a couple seconds. In my review of them, there are certainly some shocking and controversial statements in them. However, nothing that I have seen in these statements in any way contravenes Twitter's terms of use. You can find much more inflammatory stuff from similarly sized accounts on Twitter every single day. So, that being said, tell me what you think about big tech censorship. I'll tell you what I think. I think it's 2 weeks earlier than I expected. I did expect them to wait until Donald Trump was out of the White House. But as we've seen before, and as the other video I've done today has said, they're not waiting for Donald Trump anymore. In fact, if they can get him out sooner, they will. I will be following along with the big tech social media censorship crackdown. If you want to follow along with me, hit subscribe. Check out videos every single day. I will also be following along with where our country goes in the wake of this massive transition following the election of President-elect, now officially elect, Joe Biden. We'll see what happens, and I will talk to you soon. Peace. Peace.